Alright guys, so I kind of have a mind fuck for you. Before I get into this, I just want to say, this is being recorded off of my phone. I don't really have any editing software, I'm just gonna upload this the way it is. I mean, aside from being able to pause and pick up from where I left off on my phone, there's really, no editing involved. So this is gonna be kind of choppy, it's gonna be kind of crappy, but just bear with me because I have a lot of information I want to throw at you. And yeah, let's get this started. So, back in August is when I first discovered the Mandela effect. That's when things started to really get big. I saw some stuff on Facebook, and, I saw your basic, the Sex and the City, Oscar Mayer, the Berenstain Bears, the Champions, all this. And I thought it was really interesting. I thought it was cool. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna kind of stick with this, see where it goes. And I'll be completely honest, things have gotten a lot more weird. So I want to say, until I really experienced what they call a flip-flop, I didn't completely believe all that was going on with this whole Mandela effect stuff. But I'm just gonna jump right in and tell you what's going on. So, before we discovered the Mandela effect, and by we, I mean my boyfriend and I, because, him and I are really close. We've been together for a while. He is more on the skeptical side than I am, so a lot of this stuff he really doesn't like. I don't want to say he doesn't understand it, but it's more so that he just doesn't want to bother with it. He notices the changes, but he hasn't really I feel like he hasn't dug as deep as I have, but boy, I really fell down the rabbit hole with this one. So what I wanted to say was, before the Mandela effect, we knew the brand name Tidy Cats. It was plural. And we also knew of the Apollo 13 line where he said, "Houston, we have a problem." And before we found out about before we found out about the Mandela effect, that's the way that things were, whatever. And when we saw that those were two things that were affected, it was kind of really weird because I knew that the brand name was always Tidy Cats. I had friends that had cats. I had family members that had cats. I've always wanted a cat. I knew it was Tidy Cats. But when I found out it was Tidy Cat, I just kind of dismissed it, thought it was a logo change, whatever. And the same thing with the Apollo 13 line. I know I'd seen the movie. I knew that I knew what the quote was. But again, I tried to dismiss it as bad memory. Now, I do want to say that I spent a lot of time on YouTube looking at videos, watching stuff about how it used to be Tidy Cats, how the Mandela effect, there's residue of the Apollo 13 quote being, "Houston, we have a problem." And it was all so weird. And, I felt like I kind of hit a plateau. I didn't really find anything else that kind of caught my eye as far as the Mandela effect. Until I decided to go on the subreddit one day, and I found this little gem. So just 4 days ago, I found this, and this person was saying that they remember in August and September, about around the same time that I did, they remember that the quote was, "Houston, we've had a problem." They remember that it switched back, or that it had changed. Then, when I found that this was when I found this flip-flop, I was like, there's no way. I had to go listen to the clip. And I'm sure plenty of people have already seen this. I know you know that it's "We Have a Problem." I'm just gonna play it anyways.
"Houston, we have a problem."
And, it really freaked me out because I remember down here it said, "We've had a problem." I remember them saying, "We've had a problem." All throughout my suggestions had the whole Mandela effect, a bunch of stuff about what happened, when did it change. And I also couldn't even find any of the videos that I had that I thought were in my history that I watched revolving around the Mandela effect, like this exact quote. And you know what? I didn't really put much thought into it. I understood that it was creepy, whatever. And I also just found this about a couple minutes ago while searching through this. While I was searching through the subreddit. This post I just saw, even though it says it was submitted 3 days ago. I don't. Maybe sometimes some stuff will pop up in Reddit that hasn't been on the thread, or maybe like just depending. I don't know if they have like an algorithm as to how things pop up or whatever. But I did not see this thread until just now. That's kind of been happening. Like some threads that I haven't seen within like the past couple of days will just pop up out of nowhere, even though I could have sworn like I just read through everything on the thread. Like I binged through these subreddits. But this person says, those familiar with the Apollo 13 flip-flop will remember that the Mandela effect is a line spoken in the movie by Tom Hanks was originally Houston, we have a problem. At some point it changed to Houston, we've had a problem, and now it's flip-flopped back to Houston, we have a problem. My question, request for help is this. I learned about the "we've had" quote from the Apollo 13 movie right here on this Reddit site. Pretty much the same. I read a lot of stuff about this too. There were numerous threads posted where people stated that the movie at the time was saying "we've had." Can anyone locate any of the Reddit threads on this original Mandela effect before the flip-flop? And no, I can't. I can't find any of the subreddits. I can't find any of my history. It's really weird. And it says, I was alerted to these threads missing by another comment on the most current Apollo 13 thread. I did a quick research myself and found only threads that were centered around the flip-flop back to "we have." In my quick search, I've been unable to locate any previous posts where the main topic is blah blah blah. Yeah, so same thing is happening to me. There's just been stuff on the internet, and as far as like in my history on the subreddit, that's just no longer there regarding past flip-flops. And I just wanted to add, the last thing that has really convinced me, was back to the tidy cats thing. So remember how I told you before we discovered the Mandela effect that I knew it was tidy cats, and it had been tidy cat, singular. Well, my boyfriend and I were outside of the local pet store. We were going to go get some kitty litter or whatever, and I pointed to the window and I said, hey, we should get some tidy cats. And he was like, well, don't you mean cat? He's like, in this reality, it's tidy cat, not tidy cats. And he like laughed it off because, I mean, we still kind of just didn't think much of it, didn't really, whatever. We bought the tidy cat litter, put it in the closet. It said tidy cat. There was no S on it. And then while we were in the store yesterday, going and getting some bedding for our hamster, back in the pet aisle, we saw the kitty litter and it said tidy cats, plural. And I look at my boyfriend and I just point at it. He didn't say anything, and he gave me the most shocked look ever. We not but 2 weeks ago had a conversation about how the brand was tidy cat, singular. So please tell me. I have this two things of tidy cats. When I put these in my closet the other day, there was no S on either of these. And after I found that switch, apparently it was never tidy cat. But I just saw the tidy cat, singular, that logo for a couple of weeks. Like, what? And I'm gonna be completely honest, it really only gets weirder from here. I watched a lot of videos on tidy cats. What happened to tidy cats, plural? Why is it tidy cat now? Blah, blah, blah. There's nothing. None of the videos that I watched before this changed back, I can't find any of them. But I did find this. This is a video dated back from July, and this person was talking about back in July it was tidy cat and it had changed. They noticed the change around that time and they said it changed back to tidy cats. My question is, how did I see it tidy cat singular 2 weeks ago, but this video was posted July 26, 2016. This was about 5-6 months ago, right? But the tidy cats kitty litter that I put in my closet a couple weeks ago had no S on it. Same thing goes with the Apollo 13 line. This video was back from June. they're claiming that this quote changed back in June of this year. This quote just changed back for me 4 days ago. You want to hear something even weirder? Start looking through the comments. I was like, okay, I can't be the only one. There's plenty of cat owners, especially cat owners on the internet, you know what I'm saying? And we've got, let me find a couple of them. So this person was saying, this was 2 months ago. The company just changed the name. It used to be called Tidy Cat. None of the evidence of this is hidden. Chick-fil-A, on the other hand, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, if the company just changed the name, why did the litter in my closet go from being singular to plural? I'm really confused. Even some comments here on the Apollo 13 video, I commented on it. We've got this guy. We've got this guy. I told him about the flip-flop and what I experienced, and he is saying that he had about the same thing happening to him, too. And we've got another comment that says, I'm the guy that wrote the Reddit thread from January 2016. Apparently, in this video, the guy is talking about the Apollo 13, and he pulls up one of the threads, and the quote changing around apparently this happened way back in January. Way back in January of 2016. But I will tell you that when I saw this exact post a couple months ago. I'll point it out real quick. You see that this says submitted 1 day ago. Even if this guy didn't record it, this was submitted back in June. Okay, well, anyways, I'm sorry. It just kind of freaked me out. I just wanted to point out that some of the stuff that I've seen that's been posted on here has apparently been viewed at different times, has been posted at different times, and when I saw it, yeah, if that makes sense. And this person's just saying that he made the subreddit. Apparently that was back in January. When I saw it, it was not from January, it was from September. He said that this may be an indication that some of us are shifting at different times. What's interesting to me is that ever since I posted that thread, I've been checking my offline version of Apollo 13 regularly to see if it changes back to we've had a problem. Sorry about that. For me, it never did. However, I've met quite a few people who've experienced it changing very recently. What can I conclude from this? Either one or more of us is crazy, or we haven't been all in the same reality at the same time. And then we've got another quote, or another comment here. It says, this is tripping me out because I've watched a clip the other day about how it had changed in the movie. I originally recall it being Houston, we have a problem. But that now it said, Houston, we've had a problem. It blew my mind, and now it's back to Houston, we have a problem. What the fuck? That was posted a month ago. Even though, like I said, I just found that it switched back 4 days ago. There's just various other comments of people noticing it switching back and forth. People are confused. This is proof to me that I'm not misremembering stuff. And really, I don't know what I would do if it wasn't for my boyfriend being able to back me up on all this stuff, because it feels like I'm losing my mind. Like, this just doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm seeing labels one day one way, and then another day they're completely different. Like, and I don't know. We have some other comments and stuff here on Reddit. And I'm going to have to get into those in another video because I'm already at 15 minutes and I've probably done a lot of rambling, but thank you guys for watching. I'll post a second one here soon. Bye.